Welcome back to Ion Radio. I'm John, and today we're going to be unboxing BattleTech First Somerset Strikers. I'm really excited about this set. For those of you who don't know, this is actually my first introduction to BattleTech. Was watching BattleTech cartoon with my dad and my brother when I was very little. And I didn't know what it was, and I didn't know what it was until way later in life after I had played the MechWarrior games, and then it showed up once on YouTube, and I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I watched this when I was a kid. I'm really excited to check out the mechs that are in this box. As the Major always says, information is ammunition. Let's get to it. Here is the first Somerset Strikers box. Let's take a look at the outside of the box first. Now let's take a look what's in the inside. Let's take a look at the cards. We have 5 Alpha Strike cards that come in this box set. On the back side, they talk about special abilities that those pilots of the mechs from this series have. We then have 5 pilot cards, each again with backstory on the pilots from the show. Let's take a look at the mechs. Let's start off with the Axeman. This Axeman is a new variant. This is what, in my mind, is the classic Axeman with the double missile launchers. This is a new variant of the Bushwhacker. It also has the standing on top of a broken down mech part of its base. This is a new model. This is the Mauler. Coming in with a new pose, you have the Wolfhound. This is a kneeling pose. We've already seen the Wolfhound 2 other times, both times that mech has been standing up. Last, we have the Hatamoto-Chi, which is very clearly a Dracus Combine mech. We get some extra parts in this little bag that you can put on to it to make it look even cooler. Here we have the Hatamoto-Chi and the extra bits that go with it. You have to glue these on for them to stay. I have a little bit of sticky tack on it so that I could demonstrate it. It has a vent. Let's start off with the smaller one. You could put it on either direction. I personally believe this direction looks better, but if you really wanted to, you could turn it upside down and put it on like that. Now let's put the banner on. This is the one that I actually think looks the coolest. It fits on like that, and it looks like it's big enough and flat enough that if you really wanted to, you could put some decals on it. That is probably the one that I will be putting on the mech. Here's the original Axeman and the new variant that came in this box. Here is the original Bushwhacker and the new variant that came in this box. This is the brand new Mauler.
Here are the older poses of the Wolfhound and the brand new kneeling pose. Here's the brand new Hatamoto-Chi with both of the pieces added to the back. Here are the Alpha Strike cards and the pilot cards for all the mechs in this box.
Okay, we're back, and that is what's included in this box set. I think it's really, really good. This might be one of my favorite BattleTech boxes there is. Mainly because I grew up with it, and I think actually all the models in here are very good. The Axeman, this is the Axeman that I think of in my head when you say Axeman. The previous one that we had just doesn't have that double barrel missile launcher like this one does. The Bushwhacker looks really good, the Mauler looks really good, the Hatamoto-Chi, awesome. Probably going to eventually put it with the flag, because I think that's the cooler version of it. The part that I don't like as much is the kneeling down mech. And thankfully it's not too far off. Like if you hold that up next to a normal Wolfhound, it's not too short. But like when you're playing real vision for like Alpha Strike and things like that, the ducking down crouching versions are just as much of a detriment as the jumping mechs that are significantly taller than the other ones. So that is my one letdown. I think it's really cool though, looking. So if it's just on looks, it's awesome. For playability, it being slightly shorter is a bit of a hindrance. So normally I tell you what I would paint these up as, but it's pretty obvious. These are going to be painted up as the first Somerset Strikers, and then they're going to just be their own unit. I love that in the BattleTech they made that as a propaganda film in BattleTech universe, so it doesn't really exist, but it's a propaganda film put out by the FedComs during the clan invasion. So I really, really like this set. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, I'm John, and this is Ion Radio.